Today's session is about light. Now, what do we know about light? From this book, we did a book called the Bible. I don't know if you know about it. It changes versions every decade or so, so we don't even know half the times who's writing what, but it does provide codings as to what it is we essentially are. Now, from the first chapters, Genesis verse 1, chapter 3. Let there be light. We live inside a light wave universe where all things are created out of light. Low vibrating light turns into matter. High vibrating also turns into matter. But high vibrating matter turns back into light. Let me repeat that. Low vibrating turns into matter. High vibrating matter turns back into light. So universally, God is thinking mind. The substance of body of God is light. Now, the one universal substance of the universe is light, a thinking substance, comprehensive and describable and possessed of principles, which are familiar to men through men's observation of the one universe substance in created things. The substance of all created things is what? Light. The one substance of thinking mind is all that exists. Mind is expressed in light. See that thing of a light bulb just flashed upon my head? Nah, it's AKA the light in your consciousness giving you information. So now, in the codings of the word human, if you had to take out the H and the U and then put in an H and an E and then leave the word, it would still spell out human. But in coding, what defines hue, the HUE, is the attribute of colors that permits them to be classed as red, yellow, green, blue, or any intermediate between any contagious pair of these colors, red with an orange hue in a sentence. As a human, we are an attribute of a color that permits them to be classed that specific color. You see, each individual is the mind, aka light, not the physical body. Without the mind, without the light, the physical body world would cease to exist. The mind is spirit, light. The mind is the intellect that manipulates the physical body and the world around us. Meaning, light creates everything around us. Everything is light. The mind is like a frequency tuner tuning itself into different frequencies. The mind exists within the mental plane, which is shared between all the minds of the universe. Thoughts are not created by the individual, they are received based on what frequency our mind is set to. If we set our mind to a specific topic like generating wealth, for example, we tune into that frequency in the plane, the mental plane, and we will receive thoughts on how to generate wealth. Our mind is generally operating off one specific frequency based on our daily thinking patterns. Every frequency is a color. Therefore, our mind is manifesting colors within the astral plane based upon what frequency our mind light is generally operating off. Now, for example, if we are creating hate and if we are carrying hate on our mind, we will be generating reddish colors. Why? Because as humans, we are an attribute of color. This is why the word human means an attribute of a color. We should aim to become violet because in violet, the royal purple is the highest vibrational color within the light spectrum. We are light beings manifested into a physical form. Let me repeat. We are light beings manifested into a physical form. These things they don't get bigger than this. You see the light in this person that you see on the screen is the sacral chakras. So he's thinking more in the terms of sex, money, um his mind, his light is operating on those lower levels of vibrations. And it's a representation of a certain planet, if I could say Jupiter. Yes, the orange, which is a representation of water. So they're in a phase of Jupiter and water, which is sexual creativity. Yes. So in their frequency waves, they will be operating on a 417 Hz. And the sacral chakra for the sexual for the sexualized person is emotions, relationships, sexuality, self-worth, creativity, and empathy. That's where they're at in their life. That's the frequency that they're operating in their life. That's why his light and his frequency is operating on orange. But more to this. This is metaphysics sessions.